trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. Ooh, then she felt intrigued. Trying to the LMPD. Go and get yourself esteem. Then she trying to link up. So much we got synced up. Pulled up in the dinged up whip. This ain't Pepto-Biz, what this pink stuff is. Long tell me. Yeah, you heard me, you ain't felt me. I've been moving, I've been shaking, go and hit me on the celly. Try to sell me on something while I hold it compelling. Ever since I've been gone like Kelly, they been trying to tell me about this and that. I ain't chatting with you, we ain't going tit for tat. Trying to tell me how to get in the bag. We're going to get in the bag, I'm about to get in it. I'm like, bad, it gets a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead.
For the extra point.
Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Finds an opening past the 40. And some room to maneuver. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A big play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
The kick is good.
And he knocks it through.
That ties the game at 7. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right? And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward. Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
40-yard line.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
13. Just like that. Hey, 13. Hey, we got a seal.
Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Hey, report. You ready? Mike 7. Let's go, D, let's go. Now let's get there.
Jackson from the shotgun. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 27-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Jackson throwing on target to Brown. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200-plus right now. On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, That's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And he'll give it here to his running back. The tackle there by John Johnson.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Play action. It's Herbert. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end.
In at quarterback.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. From the 50, here's Herbert. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. He had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And a costly turnover there as the ball will be spotted 1st and goal at the 5-yard line. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a 2-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. 2-hand. Oh, I get it. 2-hand monster. Both hands on the football.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead.
He is good.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 14-7.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Forced out to his left. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Steelers 14, Ravens 7.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 53 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Chris Boswell.
A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead.
The score, Steelers.
Boswell good with the extra point. And it's now 21-7.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Jackson going to find his running back here. It's Dobbins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Play action. It's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get to the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
Now Herbert following the turnover. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Back to the air. Herbert on second down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. It's a big play there for the Steelers. 43 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Taken down at the
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
2nd and 6.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
To number 15.
A 14-yard touchdown. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens cut into that lead. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14.
Makes the score Steelers 28, Ravens 14.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
And now they're just looking to add to that total. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards, a first down. Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
He's coming. Check in. Watch the slant. Watch him. Scoot. Oh, yeah. Here we go again.
To throw again. Herbert, he's going to loft one deep over the middle. And this is caught at the 20.
Here we go.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Complete to number 11.
Chase Claypool, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
23-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Draymond Jones in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got a man here. Complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. The safety, Marcus May, in there on the coverage. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Steelers.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. The final shot before the break for Herbert. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Green to bring it back. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Marcus Green on the return. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
41-yard line.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He gets this underneath to Dobbins, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
At the 46-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. Over the middle here to Brown. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 12 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
13. Mike 7. Here we go, D.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Another Baltimore first down.
Jackson will throw again. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
That's good.
That'll put him right on the doorstep of a 200-yard game. He's at 199 as he picks up the first.
5-yard line.
They'll run with Dobbins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens get a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting at a great spot, up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Fielded just inside the 20. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
32-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Throwing again on second down. Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. He's picked off at his own 46. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
46-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in.
Complete to Chase.
That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, he's definitely a big target out there, listed as 6'4", and he used every one of those extra inches to go up and make that catch.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Just shy of the goal line. A gain of 3. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown.
Touchdown.
A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And he's got it up and through.
Makes the score Steelers 42. Ravens 20.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice, get rid of it, live to fight another down.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
By the Steelers.
2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
He's going to air one out. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and trying not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Complete to number
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Herbert just beat the play clock, letting one go deep for the end zone, and unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Back now in Baltimore. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And he will have a Ravens first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
At the 37-yard line.
Jackson now off the bootleg, rolling to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. On 2nd and a long way to go. Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
Jackson's pass.
The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
It's now 3rd down.
Jackson from the shotgun. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And now here is another interception. Marcus May with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Chris Boswell on.
Well, where our booth is here, we can see all of the writers to our left. And their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time because this game, boy, is it lopsided.
Yeah, we can see our guy Scoop. He's even got his fedora tipped over his face. I think he's taking a nap now. Nothing left to write for him. But how gratifying has it been for them to see what they've done in practice and carry it into a game and see the execution be so good? They've got to feel fantastic about what they've accomplished in this one.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Another run here with Dobbins. Shifts by him. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down.
It's fourth down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Here we go with Hill. Oh, and I think he went backwards. He did. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Left side, it's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. And a give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Herbert off of play action. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash. Check.
To throw on third down. Herbert, he's got Njoku, his big tight end. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Steelers 55.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points. But this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson, flush to his right. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game.
The 45-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Over the middle, complete. That's Brown. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Buying time to his left. That is caught at the 7. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
First down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
To throw again is Jackson. His pass caught at the 4. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
Gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal at the Steelers' 4-yard line.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. And Jackson throwing once more. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Hey, we got a seal. We got a seal. We got a seal. I got you, son. I got you, son. Mike 9. Mike. Sit up. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Go. Hey, we got to get to that Mike over there. You remember me?
One last shot for Jackson. Flushed out right. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off inside the 5. Accelerating, and off he goes. 20, 10.
Oh, we got plenty of fight,
and he
baby.
brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
Today,
Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this?